Hello, and welcome back to this week's episode of Talking Freight, the weekly freight series brought to you by Ceresys, a North American third-party logistics company with a focus on transportation management technology and services. Today, we continue our discussion on the major trends affecting logistics operations in 2018 by looking at how this is a year in which shippers will understand the phrase customer experience. You can see all of the videos in this current series by looking below in the description for all of the links to our Trends series. All right, let's talk some freight. With the rise of e-commerce, the value of logistics has grown. Logistics professionals can no longer simply go about standard operations, and the days of peaks and lulls, they've ended. Yet, some may be asking, why has demand increased so much? To answer that question, let us turn our attention to some of the key top logistics trends we'll see over the next 12 months, in part as a response to the growing movement of customer experience. The first trend, variable logistics operations will become standard. Imagine what work would be like if you could offer all customers free 2-day shipping. It sounds great, but it comes with some problems. Some customers do not want 2-day shipping. Maybe they want 3-day shipping, or maybe they need to ship to store. Maybe they need custom solutions. Even the best shipping options do not necessarily work for each customer, and customers will demand variable shipping options more frequently in 2018. The next trend around customer experience. Surprisingly, brick and mortar stores will continue to stay relevant. Although 2017 saw retail store location closures and 2018 looks like there might be more, consumers are still going to brick and mortar store locations. Variable delivery options are one of the top logistics trends, showing that consumers are beginning to visit brick and mortar stores in greater frequency. But their interest in the use of online e-commerce shopping portals has not declined. So here's what's happening. Consumers are actively engaged in the shopping experience on their devices, even while they're in the store looking at the same product on the shelf. This is the omni-channel supply chain experience, and it will require shippers to rethink their strategies. The third customer experience trend. Companies will aim to improve shipper 3PL relationships. As demand for 3PLs grow, supply chain logistics professionals will face greater pressure to improve shipper 3PL relationships. Instead of treating logistics providers as unavoidable, shippers will look at logistics providers as strategic partners in ensuring adherence to customer expectations and delivering on such an expectation. The fourth trend, transparency is inherent in customer experience. Transparency is everything in logistics. Consumers do not want to just know where your products are coming from. They want to know how they were made, how they were moved, who they affected, who made them, what the wages of the people who made them were, whether people are being treated fairly, if products are sustainable, and every other question you can think of. Fortunately, newer technologies will allow shippers to provide greater transparency into activities, including the use of automation technologies, cloud platforms, and the increase in user experience that TMS providers have in their software. The fifth trend around customer experience. Openness to new technologies will increase. Logistics professionals have an opportunity to push operations forward, increase productivity, and leverage new technologies in 2018. But the ability to adapt will be a priority in the mix of top logistics trends to arise from advanced technologies in the coming year. Logistics professionals must consider and evaluate the utilization of new technologies, services, and outside help from a technology provider, either by a 3PL or some other entity. This will redefine competitive advantage, transforming it from a state of secrecy and competition to a collaborative effort to the real customers, delivering on promises and exceeding expectations. So let's wrap it up. What are the big picture of all of these logistics trends we've covered in this 2-part series? Logistics is moving forward, even as the industry starts to curve in on itself to handle increased demand, pressure to manage returns, fill more orders, and adhere to latest regulations. Logistics service providers will be integral to the success of shippers in 2018. The crux of these top logistics trends falls then to the use of technology to increase collaboration. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Talking Freight. We hope you enjoyed it and walked away with some great insight on how these trends will impact shipping strategy in 2018. If you enjoyed this video, don't miss a single one. Hit that subscribe button. And do one more step. Hit the little bell. That way you get a notification every Friday when we publish Talking Freight. We'd also love to keep the conversation going. Help us talk some more freight by leaving a comment below this YouTube channel. We'll probably reply with something even smarter than we originally said. Or we'll just have fun. As always, don't forget to like us on social media. We tweet better than most people tweet on the planet. Not a verifiable fact, but also a lot of fun. But most importantly, a lot of good knowledge. Well, that's it for the week. We'd love to see you back here next week. Remember, we publish every Friday. This is Talking Freight. We've enjoyed it. You enjoy your weekend. Take care.